This is a topic that is not meant to be taken lightly, and this is not a topic I ever want to talk about. Overwatch 2 is introducing a brand new tank hero called Ramattra in Season 2. Now, we all should be excited about having a brand new tank in the game, but I can't help but be worried because he's paywalled. Again, back to the paywalling heroes thing. Woo! I'm pretty sure at this point that this isn't Overwatch that did this. This is the upper management. When you are a business, you try to get money. And I'm sure they just said, hey, what is the most surefire way that we could guarantee people buy the battle pass? And a really, really sick mythic skin was the first idea, and paywalling the heroes was the upper management's idea. If you think about it, and I already would like to say that I see a correlation here, it seems like Blizzard is still prioritizing sales. And that's fair. You have to make money for a game to exist. People seem to forget very often that they have to pay to host servers. And keep in mind, they're in different regions too. This isn't like Blizzard has an Amazon AWS account and they just push their servers out. Okay, that's Fortnite. That's not Blizzard. Blizzard has data centers and they have servers they run. It costs money to keep those Blizzard servers up and they have to pay the bills. So I understand that they have to ask for money. But the problem is this. You need to create a system that is fair to both the consumer and the business. If I was looking at a whole bunch of video games in front of me, so let's just say the new Pokemon game, Scarlet and Violet's in front of you. You got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You got Sonic Frontiers next to it. You got whatever the Mario Rabbids Party game is under it. You have Mario Party, 10 now? Below that. You are going to decide which of those games you want to play. For me, I would buy Pokemon Scarlet. I truly love the Pokemon games. And I believe that $60 for what they give you in those games, also with the promise of a DLC coming up, probably not free, but $60, in my opinion, is a fair price to pay for arguably 20 to 40 hours of story content and a lot of replay value in Pokemon with shiny hunting and stuff like that. You have mutually decided on a price of fairness for you. Blizzard seems to be following that $60 concept. If you want to buy the battle pass in all of the seasons in a given year, it will cost you about $60. But you can't just buy $60. You have to pay the $50, or you get the $100, and then, yeah, whatever. Or you buy the $50 and you save all of your weekly currency, and eventually you can get $6,000. So you get the whole week. So you pay like $50, you get the whole year's battle passes. The problem is, paywalling the heroes is going to cause some fairness problems. Now, the topic of this video is the competitive integrity of Overwatch and what it means when you damage the competitive integrity of Overwatch. So let me start by illustrating what competitive integrity is. Competitive integrity is the notion that when you enter into a competitive environment, there are no factors in the game or the match or the environment that are going to unfairly impact other people, and that everybody enters the match on an even playing field. For a game like tennis, it's the idea that both players are calling their lines, honestly. To some extent, nobody's playing mind games or being a jerk about it, and people aren't, doping or steroid use or something that would give them an unfair advantage. There was actually a professional tennis match just this year where two top players both injured themselves. I believe they both sustained ankle injuries. Well, the doctors took them both back, and they came back, walking back, looking fine, and they were high as kites on painkillers, okay? I don't know if that was a very fair match. I mean, it was incredible they actually came out and played, but they were high as kites, okay? Like, I'm sure if you interviewed one of them after the match, they were giggling, okay? Like, they were high as kites. I think it was Taylor Fritz and Rafael Nadal. You have to be fair in the match. You can't make rules that make the game unfair. That's what paywalling the heroes does. When you take a character like Ramattra and you put him behind a paywall, if Ramattra is busted strong, if he becomes an S tier tank, you have paywalled. You are now gatekeeping players from using the S tier tank. And especially if he is the top of S tier, we got a problem now. I think a good illustration is Kiriko is a support, and support is the role they're looking to fill the most right now. Now, let's say that Kiriko was not the paywalled hero. Let's say it was Sojourn. Yeah, think about that for a second. I'll give you a second here. All of a sudden, things become a little more interesting because Sojourn, in my opinion, is the most overtuned character in the game, closely followed by Zarya, and followed a little bit by Kiriko. As Kiriko, I'm dueling Widow now. Never before in the history of my competitive experience in Overwatch would I be actively dueling Widowmaker players as a support. The opportunity cost of dueling a Widow, risking yourself being ejected from a fight, especially in 5v5, it can be very dangerous. Allowing one of your DPS to try to get that kill, or your tank, it's a safer and more rewarding call. Now, of course, there are circumstances where, like, if she's busy with somebody else, you can attack her. But, like, a good Widowmaker has great target priority and knows to hit the support players. So the fact that as a Kiriko, I can start dueling DPS, I can duel a Widow or a Hanzo, that gives you a pretty good impact into the game that wasn't available to you in the past. But now let's get to the root of the problem. Now that we're kind of discussing some back and forth countering and stuff like that. The average player is going to probably have Ramattra maybe around week 6 or week 7 of the battle pass of a season. That's like 50 hours according to Reddit. If you think about it, that is pretty late in the season, is it not? If you pay, you get Ramattra at the beginning. You get those first 2 weeks to practice him in quick play. And then you get him right at the gates where he's released into competitive. And you get to use him for 2 weeks until they do a mid-season patch, a balance patch. The average player is not going to be able to use Ramattra until after that patch. They're going to get him in his tuned down version when they've adjusted him if he's too strong, which means you are literally paying for the ability to use Ramattra while he is most oppressive for an SR boost or an MR boost in your competitive ranks. Yeah, I see a problem there. I see the damaging of competitive integrity there. Does anybody else see it? So the problem is that 4-week overlap, the fact that those free players cannot play Ramattra until they unlock him. If Ramattra is busted and everyone's playing Ramattra in ranked, only the paid players are going to get him in ranked. That is a problem. Currently, buying the battle pass gives you an advantage in competitive matches, and that isn't going to stand. That can't work. I mean, I also have a theory about why they've only decided to now tune Genji back a little bit. His DPS passive, he really takes advantage of that DPS passive. They have reeled Genji back late in the season, maybe because they wanted to sell more battle passes? Everyone buys the battle pass in the first 2 weeks, likely. Because, I mean, if you buy it too late in the season, you're just going to lose the battle pass. If you buy the battle pass in, like, week 6, you're stupid because you can't finish the battle pass before the end of the season. You can't get the Genji skin. Having the battle pass not tuning down a character that they've boosted. I mean, for example, Genji. Genji is the mythic skin. It's kind of curious that they decided to let Genji enjoy this DPS passive until the balance changes came through. When people probably aren't buying the battle pass anymore, huh? That's interesting. Just maybe. Hold on. Conspiracy glasses out here. Maybe the season 2 mythic skin is Sojourn. And that is the reason why they haven't tuned her down yet. They're not going to do it until the middle of season 2. That way they can sell more battle passes. Because if you buy a battle pass and the mythic skin is Wrecking Ball, who cares? Who actually cares? Like, honestly, I'd play Wrecking Ball in quick play on an occasion to kind of use the skin and have fun, but like, no, I'm not going to take him in competitive. I don't think Wrecking Ball is viable in competitive. Most players can deal with a Wrecking Ball properly. They're not going to do mythic skins on the bad characters. And if the bad character gets a mythic skin, the character's not going to be bad anymore that season. You know, wink, wink. Take my conspiracy glasses and hat off now, but yeah, just the fact that they've decided to lock Ramattra for a couple weeks to new players, to the non-paying players, it hurts, especially if Ramattra's busted. You can't do this, Blizzard. I'm sorry. If you want a more surefire way to shoot yourself in the foot, and then the ankle, and then the knee, and then your hips twice, and then, I don't know, maybe once to the heart just for fun, and then your elbows, and, at this point, might as well just start shooting the floor. Hey, let's put like an upside-down frowny face in the floor of my bullets. I got an extra clip here. Yeah. If you want a more surefire way to guarantee this game starts, falling off, keep doing this. Keep paywalling the heroes. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to buy the battle pass probably every season for the mythic skin. That mythic skin, that Genji mythic skin, I'd pay $10 for. I wouldn't think about it. That is worth $10 to me. That's worth 15. That's worth 20, in my opinion. But it's not worth I don't think it's worth sticking the hero in there too, especially for the detriment it causes to the gameplay experience for everybody else. And yes, again, if I would pay 20 for a mythic, I am sure as hell not paying 20 for a legendary. Okay, Blizzard? Hear me? I know Fortnite does it, and I swear, I know you guys stole your battle pass from Brawl Stars, okay? I know you did. I know you did. You can't lie to me. You have to understand that your game is your heroes. People come to play your heroes. Your heroes are what makes the game so different from everyone else in the industry. Games like Valorant give you heroes, but the guns are the thing that you use to kill each other. The heroes just help you do it. When you go to like Apex, the guns are the things that kill each other. The heroes just help you do that. In Overwatch, the heroes are the guns and everything in between. So you can't paywall that. I know that's probably not what you want to hear upper management in Blizzard, but this game does not have the longevity you think it does. Look at Fortnite. The reason why Fortnite is kind of still doing okay is because Fortnite became the industry leader in these topics. They're there the same way Roblox will always be there, the same way Minecraft will always be there. They have established themselves as an industry giant. And Overwatch isn't going to be that. You don't have the capability with this game until you release PvE, until you spin this game into what it needs to be. You don't have the capability to keep saying, we're like Minecraft. We're like, we're like Fortnite. Paywalling heroes. Maybe a good cash grab, but you're just going to destroy your game over time when players keep coming back to play the game and go, oh, now I gotta do all these challenges to get this hero, and I gotta do all these challenges to get this hero, and I gotta do all these challenges to get this hero, and no, I don't play support. Oh, I have to play 40 support games to get Kiriko? Oh, I'm not doing that. I don't care. Like, you're just gonna alienate your audience, okay? I will say it again. I think that the mythic skins are fantastic. I will be buying the battle pass for the mythic skins. Okay? I'll keep saying it. But you have to take the hero out of the battle pass. This game is not going to ever be truly fair. This game's competitive integrity will be gone starting in Season 2. It's already in danger now, but it will be gone in Season 2. And if you want to have a fair shake for all players in all matches, this has to go. You have to get rid of this paywalling. But that is my take on this topic. Definitely a hot take. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think of Ramattra? Is he going to be busted? Do you think he's going to be a niche pick? Do you think that we are about to see the apocalypse of Overwatch as everything comes crashing down in fire and flames as Blizzard finally realizes that paywalling heroes is the biggest mistake of their entire career? Let me know. I'm actually really curious to see your takes on this. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see y'all next time.